Greetings YouTube, Joe here with Culination Media, and welcome back to another episode of Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness. This is episode number 63, and in this episode we are done with the battle CDs for now. We are moving on with our lives. We need to go get that Snag machine back, right? So, here we are at the Snagem Hideout, and right when we walk in the door, we are going to be forced into a battle. So, let's see what I want to do here. I do want to be training Zaprong. And he does have the experience share, so he should be growing levels like crazy because he's going to get the bonus for being a traded Pokemon. So he'll have like boosted EXP for that, plus whatever he's siphoning from the experience share as well. So he's going to grow extra fast. So he evolves at level 30, so I'm hoping that by the next episode, maybe the end of the next episode, or at the very least, when we're through the Snagem Hideout, that he is all evolved and ready to go, and on par with the rest of my team. Anyway, let's move on here, and we're in our first battle with a Team Snagem member. I was kind of disappointed that it does have the same music as the Cypher Peon battles, but what can you do? They're all bad guys, right? So Crobat knocks out Oddish pretty easily with that wing attack, obviously because it's super effective. And we still have Murkrow on the field, who is dark and flying, and we have another Crobat on the field, who obviously is poison and flying. Vaporeon's going to go for the Ice Beam, and that should knock out Murkrow in one hit because Murkrow is very fragile. It doesn't have very good defenses. In fact, it doesn't really have good anything other than speed, so it's really not that dangerous. Absol is next. Absol is a pure dark type and has a crazy high attack stat, which actually bodes against it when it comes to its stab type, because in third generation, dark types are all dark type moves are special attacks. So yes, look out for if he uses something other than a dark type move. Ice Beam on Crobat takes him down in one hit. Bam, and we get a little bit of experience for that. And that should make Zaprong grow up to level, 21. Yahoo! Absol goes for the Taunt, which forces us to use attacking moves instead of like status moves and recovering moves and all that stuff, but that's kind of stupid considering you're about to lose. I'm going to go for Leech Life just to see if it's going to kill him. Ah, not quite. It was super effective, but I just thought I'd go for it. It's not like it matters. Both of my Pokemon are faster than him. And Bite actually ends up killing him, despite it being not very effective. Okay. Yeah, well anyway, let me explain a little bit about what to look out for here in the Snagem Hideout. And most of these guys have grass and poison types. They love to use the Oddish line, so Oddish, Gloom, Blossom, Vileplume. Yeah, you're going to be looking out for those. They also like to use other poison types like Crobat, I think Seviper, stuff like that. So that's what we're going to be looking for. And then there's some other random ones too, like there's some random flying types like Murkrow. I think Mantine gets thrown in there a little bit later on. And yeah, but that's pretty much what to look for. Not a lot of electric types, not a lot of normal types, or fire types. So the list goes on, I suppose. Picked up some hyper potions there. I'm going to be continuing to take advantage of the restoring machine down on the first floor. Anytime you need to heal, you want to go all the way back there instead of wasting all of your items because it's just not worth it. Save those items for later. Okay, so Team Snagem, Jado, and he has a Coughing and an Oddish. Both are poison types. Oddish, of course, also has a dual grass type thrown in the mix there. We're going to open with Crobat and Vaporeon yet again. And we'll do Wing Attack on Oddish to get rid of him, and Water Pulse should knock out Coughing in one hit because, as I've mentioned many times before, Coughing just has almost no special defense, so he should not be able to stand up to that attack. And after Oddish goes down, Dustox is going to be his replacement. It's a Bug and Poison type Pokemon. It does have very above average special defense. So if you're trying to knock it out quickly, try to go for flying type moves because they're both super effective, and a physical move to prey on its lower physical defense stat. Yeah, Dusclops can be kind of annoying. It can poison you. Sometimes it knows Confusion, so it can potentially confuse you. It likes to use Reflect and Light Screen, Protect as well. So it's a very annoying Pokemon. Not particularly dangerous, with the exception of the possibility of poisoning you. But nonetheless, Wing Attack knocks it out in one hit. And we're going to use Vaporeon's Bite on Quillfish, who is water and poison type, but unfortunately, what I was just about to warn you about was its Poison Point ability, which poisons on contact 30% of the time, like it just did to Vaporeon, which kind of sucks. We're going to use Wing Attack on Quillfish to finish it off, and I didn't mind making physical contact there because obviously Golbat can't get poisoned, so I didn't have much to worry about. And that's going to do it for Team Snagem Jado. And yeah, that wasn't that hard of a battle either, except for getting poisoned. Oh, he's already taken the Snag Machine to the boss, who is Gonzap, by the way. They've mentioned that name quite a few times throughout this. Thankfully, I didn't get too far into the hideout before I needed to heal, so that part's cool. So I didn't have to go all the way back, because that gets kind of annoying. Alright, so I guess we can move on now. Past Jado. I didn't really get very far, did I? Okay, let's see. Well, to the right there is going to be where you actually need to go. I guess that's towards the end where Gonzap is. But we're going to want to go this way up the stairs. And this will take us to the other end of the hideout and take us through some items and various other battles. I'm going to try to battle everyone I come up to. Not all of them are forced fights. I think you only have to do like 3 or 4 actual like required fights to get through here, but I'm going to make it a point to battle all of them because I need the experience, especially with Zaprong. Okay, so this guy's doing a job interview or something with this like old fat bald guy, which makes no sense to me whatsoever. But anywho, since we interrupted him, he gets freaking pissed and he's going to battle us. His name is Golbat and he starts with a Remoraid and an Octillery, which is really weird considering one is the evolution of the other. But who am I to judge? Both are water types, pure water types at that, so we won't be able to use Vaporeon's stronger attacks, but we can take advantage of Golbat's Wing Attack to do some damage. Didn't do particularly a lot, but we're going to go for the Bite. Try to get rid of Octillery early because Octillery is very dangerous. It has a very wide move pool. It can do Psybeam, Aurora Beam. I don't know if this one knows Bubble Beam or Octazooka. I guess Water Gun. That's really sad. But just to be safe, this thing could take out Golbat pretty fast if it has Aurora Beam. Alright, so we'll use Quick Attack with Vaporeon to make sure we get the first attack. Not that we weren't going to, but I always like killing people with Quick Attack. It's kind of humiliating. Octillery goes down, and Zaprong has grown another level, up to level 23 now. He's getting there. He's growing pretty quickly. 3 levels in this episode already. And Octillery is going to be replaced by Sandslash, the pure ground type. And it is very reliant on his physical attack and defense. It doesn't have anything in the way of special attack or special defense. Not that it knows any special attacks, but it becomes a little bit of a problem considering all of its weaknesses are special attack moves, be it water, ice, or grass. Luckily, we have 2 of those types right now. Loudred is replacing Remoraid. It's a pure normal type. And it does have high attack, and it has a decent move pool as well. But it's not incredibly bulky, so we should be able to get it out of here without too much trouble. And he does have yet another Pokemon in his team, and that's going to be Crawdaunt, the water and dark type Pokemon. Loudred goes for the Uproar, which can potentially do a decent amount of damage because it is a stab move. But now, unfortunately for him, he's locked into that move. But yeah, let's see what we can do here. We'll do Leech Life on Crawdaunt just to see how much it does. It is super effective, but he does have pretty high defense. As you can see, it didn't really do that much. Oh well. We will be able to get rid of Loudred with Water Pulse. It's already weakened, and it doesn't have that much in the way of special defense anyway. And I had a lot of level advantage on it there. Golbat grew up to level 33 after defeating Loudred. And Zaprong, again, is going to grow up another level, up to level 24. Crobat goes for the Taunt. I don't know why all the Pokemon in this place love to use the move Taunt. It doesn't make a lot of sense, because it's just inviting me to attack you. I mean, it's great in, whatchamacallit. Why can't I think of what I wanted to say? Competitive battles, there we go. Brain fart. Yeah, Taunt is pretty good in competitive battles when you can stop strategies, especially like weather strategies and recovering strategies, so that they can't use these, you know, stat boosting and weather changing moves and all that stuff. But in the storyline battles, it's basically just a beat 'em up style where you just want to attack almost every turn. So it doesn't make a lot of sense to use Taunt, especially when you're on your last Pokemon. It's 2-on-1, you're getting double teamed, and you're gonna Taunt? Really? Alright, well, Crobat finally goes down after what seemed like a long time, because I was just spamming Leech Life the whole time. But I got some decent HP back for Golbat there, which is pretty cool. And finally, Golbat is evolving. It evolves out of happiness, so it must love me now. Let's watch. There you have it. Our Golbat has evolved into Crobat at last at level, what, 33? Took quite a while. We've had it forever, but it is totally worth it, because Crobat is amazing. Its HP is now over 100. And yeah, Zaprong is coming along well. Its special attack's up to 40, speed up to 45. And it only has about 6 levels to go, I guess 5.5 to go, up to level 30 where it evolves. Look at that speed. Crobat's speed is 100 right now, and its attack has gone up to 76. Of course, it didn't learn any other moves. But those stats are amazing. Pretty much nothing that we're going to come up against throughout the rest of the game is going to be able to outspeed Crobat. And I don't even think a lot of these electrodes can, because most of the time I have at least 1 or 2 levels of advantage on it. So Crobat should be the fastest ever, unless it gets paralyzed, of course. Alright. Well, he is up to level 33, so I am going to switch him out. And oh yeah, there's a rare candy over here. That's always good. Yeah, I love rare candies. No, I'm just kidding, I don't. I hardly ever use them. But anyway, after we pick up this revive, I'm going to end the episode off here. Probably will go off and heal before the end of before the beginning of the next episode. I don't know where I'm going here. But anyway, that's going to be it for this time, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and stay tuned for episode number 64. Game on!